Have you ever wondered why a certain diet did not work well for you but it worked so well for the others? Well, there's a high chance your blood type could be the reason why. Hi, my name is Sam Low, the CEO of VestaCell Nutrition, and in today's video, I'll be sharing with you the history behind blood types and its connection to our diet and general well-being. Dr. James D'Adamo and his son Dr. Peter D'Adamo are both naturopathic physicians who have spent their entire life studying, observing and researching on the missing blood type link to diseases and our diets. It was not until Dr. Peter D'Adamo who continued his father's research and found scientific evidence in 1982 that showed correlation between ABO blood types and a liking for certain diseases through his research in the early days. There are peptic ulcers that happens commonly for people of blood type O due to high stomach acid level, and stomach cancer that happens commonly for people of blood type A due to low stomach acid level. Previously, there was no certainty to such correlation, only a subjective impression through Dr. James D'Adamo observation and testing with his patient and their reaction to different prescribed diets. Now let's find out more about how the different food we choose to consume can actually determine your overall well-being based on the blood type. But before that, let me share with you about the history of blood type and how the ABO types that we know today actually came about. Here's a diagram that perfectly shows the blood type anthropology timeline. Starting from the earliest time, the diagram highlights various human developments in relation to the introduction of the blood types. When everyone was type O, they occupied a contracted living space, hunt and ate the same diet. Any further change was unnecessary. With no natural predators other than themselves, the human population soon increased exponentially. As this continues over time, good hunting areas became scarce and the migration of the human race began. Between 40,000 BC and 10,000 BC, hunters were travelling further and further in search of meat as food. They began to move out of Africa into Europe and Asia. This movement seeded the planet with its base population, which was blood type O, the predominant blood type even today. While in the process of searching new areas for anything edible, it is likely that the carnivorous humans quickly became omnivorous, with a mixed diet of a variety of food from both plant and animal origin. Through the process of migration comes the emergence of a new blood group, the type A. Type A blood initially appeared somewhere in Asia or the Middle East between 25,000 and 15,000 BC in response to the new environmental condition and the scarcity of meat. The cultivation of grain and livestock changed everything. They were able to forego the reliance on food hunting and sustain themselves for the first time. These radical changes in lifestyle created a major change in diet, environment, and resulted in an entirely new mutation in the digestive tract and the immune system of the people. A mutation that allowed them to better tolerate and absorb cultivated grains and other agricultural products. The third oldest blood type is type B, known as the nomads. While blood type A had mutated from type O in response to the increase in population and major dietary changes, blood type B was different. Type B developed sometime between 15,000 and 10,000 BC in the area of Himalayan highlands, now part of Pakistan and India. Pushed from the hot lush savanna of eastern Africa to the cold unyielding highlands of the Himalayas, blood type B may have initially mutated in response to climatic changes. Last but not least, the newest of the blood type, type AB. Type AB are known as a modern blood type, emerged from the intermingling of type A and type B. They are rare and are found in less than 5% of the world population today. Until 10 or 12 centuries ago, there was no type AB blood. They are rarely found in European graves prior to 980. This would seem to indicate that up to that point in time, European population of type A and type B did not come into common contact, or if so, did not mingle or intermarry. Now that we know a little more about the history of blood types, when were the ABO types first discovered and started playing an important role in our modern civilization today? The ABO blood group was first discovered in 1900 by Austrian biologist named Karl Steiner, which he was awarded the Nobel Prize in 1930 for the achievement of his discovery. Karl Steiner found out that the blood of two people under contact agglutinates. Steiner also found out that blood transfusion between people with the same blood group did not lead to destruction of blood cells, whereas this occurred between people of different blood groups. His finding later played a critical role during the First World War in 1914, where blood transfusion among soldiers happened often. So you might be thinking, what causes agglutination between different blood groups? Your blood type is the key to your body's immune system. They are provided with very sophisticated methods to determine if a substance in the body is foreign or not. It works to define self and destroy non-self. This is a critical function, for without it, your immune system could attack your own tissue by mistake or allow a dangerous organism to access to your body. One method to determine this foreign substance involves chemical markers called antigens, which are found in every cell of our body. Every life form has a unique antigen that forms a part of their chemical footprint. For blood types, the antigens are as follows. Type A has antigen A, Type B has antigen B, Type AB has antigen A and B, and Type O has no antigens. This also meant that Type A has antibody B, Type B has antibody A, Type AB has no antibodies, and Type O has antibody A and B. Antibodies are the cellular equivalent of the military's defense system. When your blood type antigen senses that a foreign antigen has entered into the system, the first thing it does is create antibodies to eliminate the foreign antigen. When that happens, the process of agglutination takes place between certain blood groups because they are considered foreign substances to one another. For example, Type A blood cells will agglutinate with Type B blood cells because Type A has antigen A and antibody B, while Type B has antigen B and antibody A. Therefore, Type A and Type B could not exchange blood. If exchanged, it may cause death to a person because the total surface area of all blood cells in the body have been reduced due to agglutination, and little to no oxygen is transported throughout the body. Now, what does all this information have anything to do with the food we eat? According to the studies and research done by Dr. Peter D'Adamo, the theory behind different blood groups agglutinating applies similarly to the chemical reaction between blood types and the food we consume. However, the impact of agglutination is not as severe as exchanging different blood types. If that was the case with food, then we would categorize that particular food as poison. We know this because of a factor called lectins. Lectins are abundant and diverse proteins found in foods that have agglutinating properties that affect your blood. Lectins are a powerful way for organisms to attach themselves to other organisms in nature. So when you eat a food containing protein lectins that are incompatible with your blood type antigen, the lectin targets an organ or bodily system and begins to agglutinate blood cells in that area. When that happens, the total surface area of your blood cells reduces. It could reduce by 10%, 20%, or even 40% less than the normal optimum level. This means that your body is not functioning at an effective level near to 100% because the absorption and delivery rate of oxygen and nutrients to all body parts have been reduced. In the long term, this will affect your overall immune system strength and may expose you to higher risk of frequent infections and severe symptoms. That is why Dr. Peter D'Adamo has formulated a list of food that is suitable and in accordance to every specific blood type and establishing it as the blood type diet. The food are segmented into 3 different categories: beneficial, neutral, and avoid. The whole idea of segmenting the blood type diet this way is not to superimpose a rigid formula on your diet or to rob you of the food that are important to your culture. Rather, they are a way to fully support your most basic identity, to lead you back to the essential truth that live in every cell of your body and link you to your historical evolutionary ancestry. If you follow the blood type plan carefully, you can avoid many common viruses and infections, lose weight as your body gets rid of toxins and fats, fight back against life-threatening diseases such as cancer, cardiovascular disease, diabetes, and liver failure, and avoid many of the factors that causes rapid cell deterioration, thus slowing down the aging process. The blood type diet is not a cure-all formula, but it is a way to restore the natural protective function of your immune system, reset your metabolic clock, and clear your blood of dangerous agglutinating lectins. If you are interested in following the blood type diet plan, we have included a list of food following this specific diet plan on our website where you can easily download and use them as a guideline. Maybe these all sound a little too obvious to you, or maybe these sound a little far-fetched. But even if you don't believe it will work, I suggest you to try it for 2 weeks. Stick it to the letter of your blood type diet, and you may experience increased energy and the beginning of weight loss after that short period of time. If you are interested to learn more about the blood type diet, you may follow us on all of our social pages at VestaCell Nutrition, where we constantly educate our community to be a step closer in reaching their optimum health. Alternatively, there is an easy and convenient way to take in all the nutrients for one's need. Here in VestaCell Nutrition, we have also formulated Green blood type wholesale food based on the blood type diet, which has up to 85 complete nutrients including greens, proteins, vitamins, minerals, enzymes, antioxidants, and pre and probiotics. It is a personalized nutrition customized to your specific blood type so that 1. It reduces or eliminates agglutination, and 2. Providing a pH balance as per one's blood type. This will help improve the delivery of nutrients and oxygen to the body. As such, consistent consumption of Green wholesale food will allow you to increase your natural energy, boost the immune system, and improve one's well-being. To learn more about the product, do head over to our website at www.vestacell.com.